The foreign ministers of both Greenland and Denmark met with Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio at the White House today. This comes as President Trump is pushing to acquire Greenland. The foreign ministers spoke after the meeting, maintaining their position that Greenland is not for sale.
The president has made his view clear, and we have a different position. We, the Kingdom of Denmark, continue to believe that also the long-term security of Greenland can be ensured inside the current framework, the 1951 agreement on the defense of Greenland, as well as the NATO treaty. For us, ideas that would not respect territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark and the right of self-determination of the Greenlandic people are, of course, totally unacceptable. And we therefore still have a fundamental disagreement, but we also agree to disagree. And therefore we will, however, continue to talk.
CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi joins us live from outside the White House this afternoon. Olivia, what are you hearing about the meeting with the foreign delegation?
Well, hi, Liz. It's great to see you. As you heard there from the foreign ministers, there is still a fundamental disagreement on how to approach the issue of Greenland. We've heard from the president on this matter just in the last hour about what he thinks should be done. The president is not ruling out taking Greenland through military force. Take a listen to what he had to say here, where he says he's pretty much keeping all options on the table as it relates to Greenland.
We have a very good relationship with Denmark, as you know, we'll see. But, we're doing the Golden Dome, we're doing a lot of things, and we really need it. If we don't go in, Russia's going to go in, and China's going to go in. And there's not a thing that Denmark can do about it, but we can do everything about it.
Now, when he mentions the Golden Dome there, that's the first time we've really heard what the explanation is for why the U.S. would need Greenland militarily. The president says he needs it now to build his Golden Dome. That's that anti-aircraft missile system that he wants to build for any missiles or incoming fire coming into the U.S. And now he says he needs Greenland to accomplish that. And of course, their foreign ministers say that taking Greenland militarily is just really a non-starter for them. Even buying the country is something that they're not really willing to negotiate on. Tomorrow, those foreign ministers are expected to be on Capitol Hill, where they're going to meet with a bipartisan group of senators to discuss what is happening, what the administration has proposed, and what path really there is forward for the country that the president says he has made up his mind and is intent on taking.
Olivia, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff announced the launch of Phase 2 of the 20-point plan to end the conflict in Gaza. What does Phase 2 entail?
Well, Phase 2 is part of that peace plan that we heard earlier this year, last year rather. We are in 2026. But essentially it's moving what's going on in Gaza from ceasefire to demilitarization. That would require Hamas to be giving up their weapons. And in response as well to demilitarization, there's also an effort to establish a new system of governance inside Gaza. There's a national committee for the administration of Gaza that has been created as part of an effort to stand up a government there. So you have a demilitarization coupled with a creating of a government. This would also require Israel to pull back some of its troops that are in the region as well. So now you're starting to see the security structure really come into focus in this next phase. And this is the critical part that we're told about. The sources that I've spoken with inside the administration say it's easy, or not easy, but Phase 1 of having a ceasefire was really their first step. But Phase 2, this is the critical juncture in which, if they can actually get Hamas to give up their weapons and create a peaceful security structure inside Gaza, is the question that remains to be seen. So they say they're heading into Phase 2 of this. We'll be watching very closely to see any developments. Of course, the president next week is headed to Davos, Switzerland, where he will be meeting with people in the European groups as well to perhaps talk about some of these issues.
Olivia Rinaldi, thank you so much.